Good morning, students. Today I'm discussing about your syllabus, knowledge traditions and managing practices of India of your course. Today I'm discussing about the topic agriculture. Agriculture, starting with the introduction to agriculture. Just give a brief introduction about the agriculture. What is agriculture is all about. The definition of agriculture. Agriculture is the practice of cultivating soil, growing crops, and raising animals for food, fiber, medicinal plants, and other products to use to sustain and enhance human life. That is a definition about agriculture. What is agriculture is all about? Agriculture is the practice of cultivating soil, growing crops, and raising animals for food, fiber, medicinal plants, and other products to sustain and enhance human life. The historical context of agriculture is began around 10,000 years ago with the Neolithic Revolution, transition from hunter-gatherer societies to settled farming communities. That is a historical background of agriculture, began around 10,000 years ago with the Neolithic Revolution, transition from hunter-gatherer societies to settled farming communities. That is historical background of agriculture. The history is long, dated back 10,000 years ago uh, during the Neolithic Revolution time. Transition from hunter-gatherer societies to settled farming communities now. That is transitions from hunter-gatherer societies, they are hunting, and now to settled farming communities, they are now. That is about the term agriculture, agri and culture. So that is a agri, you can say, related with land and soil and water. So that is a culture of doing taking of crops and growing crops in soil, uh, by cultivating soil and raising animals for food and fiber, medicinal plants and other products to sustain and enhance human life. Then come to the importance of agriculture. Importance of agriculture, economic importance is there. It contributes significantly to GDP in many countries, provides employment to a large portion of the global population. Food security is there, essential for the sustenance of human life. Ensure a stable food supply, that is food security. That is the importance of agriculture. It provides you food security during the time of scarcity in your life, during the time of any emergency conditions in your life. Agriculture provides you food security, essential for sustenance of human life, and ensures a stable food supply because of we are growing crops, we are in agriculture sector. Maximum population of India is depend upon agriculture sector. So that provides us food security. We have enough food to survive and live and to live a human life and to ensure stable food supply. Raw materials are there, supplies raw material for various industries, example textiles, pharmaceuticals. So agriculture products provide raw materials to various, uh, it is a source of raw materials to various industries, manufacturing industries. Those are engaging in textile industries and pharmaceutical industries. So agriculture provides raw material to various industries, whether it is in textile, it is pharmaceutical, or any other manufacturing industries. Then social stability is there. It reduces poverty and boosts rural development. Agriculture boosts poverty, reduces poverty in India because the maximum population of India, they are depend upon agriculture sector. The occupation is agriculture sector. The occupation is growing crops and they are farmers and they are engaging in growing crops and cultivating land, soil, and irrigation of land with water and all. So they are engaged in these activities. So that gives them a source of income and all. So it helps to reduce poverty and it boosts rural development because rural people they are engaged in production of agri goods and production of crops and all, production of vegetables and fruits and all. So they are engaging in that. So that helps to boost their development also. and that helps to boost the element of rural area also. Rural area also. So that is the importance of agriculture. Economic importance is there, food security is there, raw material provides you raw material for the to the manufacturing industries, and social stability is there, provides us for social stability. That is the importance of agriculture. It contributes to a national GDP, gross domestic product. In many countries, it contributes. Not in India, but agriculture contributes in many countries. Whether it is Russia, China, Japan, USA, any other country, it is contributes. It contributes in many countries. Provide employment to a large portion of the global population. Food security is essential for the sustenance of human life. Ensure a stable food supply. Raw material is there, supplies raw material for various industries, textile, pharmaceutical, and social stability is there. It provides you social stability, or it helps to reduce your poverty and boost your development of rural areas and all. So it gives you social stability, that you have income from agriculture sector, you have income from your agribusiness, from your because you are engaged in farming activities, so you are have income from uh, agriculture. Then come to types of agriculture. Types of agriculture: subsistence agriculture, small scale farming to meet the needs of the farmer's family, and limited surplus for sale. So types of agriculture: subsistence agriculture, small scale farming to meet the needs of the farmer's family, and a limited surplus for sale. That is only for the subsistence, for their own purpose, for their own family purpose, not for sale in the market. That is subsistence agriculture. Small scale farming to meet their family needs, and limited surplus for sale. They are producing only for their self consumption and not for commercial purposes, not for sale in the market. That is subsistence agriculture. Small scale farming to meet the needs of the farmer's family, and limited surplus for sale. Then commercial agriculture, large scale farming aimed at producing crops for sale, and focuses on high yield and profit. That is commercial agriculture. Large scale farming is aimed at producing your production. You are producing for not for your personal consumption, but for commercial purposes. You are producing. You are producing a large scale uh, production of potatoes, tomatoes, onions, brinjal, and all. That is, you are producing for a large scale purposes, not for your not only for your personal purposes, but for sale in the market as well. And that leads to on high profit, high income, high yield on sale of your agricultural goods in the market. Whether it is vegetables are there, fruits are there, you can sell, and any other vegetable and products you can sell in the market. That leads to lots you have income by selling of goods in the market, and you have profit by commercial activities. Then types of agriculture. That is a culture, because that is involves you are cultivating your land. Culture is involved in agribusiness, in krishi. You can say culture is involved. You have to cultivate your land. You irrigate your land. Then you have to grow a crop. Sow a crop, then growing of a crop, then cutting of a crop. There are so many culture is involved. Process and method is involved in agriculture. That's why it is called as agriculture. Then organic culture is there to avoid synthetic chemicals on your crops, and focuses on try to avoid synthetic chemicals on your crops. That is organic agriculture, and you focuses on sustainable practices and natural products. Industrial agriculture, high input, high output system, and relies on chemical fertilizer, pesticides, and advanced machinery. So that is organic agriculture. In organic agriculture, you try your best efforts to avoid use synthetic chemicals in your crops, in your food items you are growing. Like if you are growing potato, tries to avoid synthetic chemicals on growing of potatoes, and focuses on your sustainable best practices for your production of your growing or production of your crops, of your vegetables and all, and natural products. And industrial agriculture is there, high input and high output system is there, and you relies on chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and advanced machinery. The agriculture practices are there. Agriculture practices crop rotation, growing different types of crops in the same area in sequential seasons. That is crop rotation. That is a process of crop rotation. That's why it is agriculture. The process is involved, method is involved, technique is involved in growing of crops and growing vegetables and fruits in your farm, in your land. So the land is used for farming purposes, that is farm, and you are growing so many crops in your farmhouse, and helps maintain soil fertility and reduce pest. That is crop rotation. That is agricultural practices, growing different types of crops in the same area in sequential seasons. Then intercropping, growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field, increases biodiversity and reduces risks of crop failure. So that is intercropping, and that involves growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field, and it increases your biodiversity and reduces risks of your failure of your crops. That is intercropping and crop rotation. These things you should know as a student about your agriculture practices in India, which agriculture practices Indian farmers have followed for agriculture produce, for production of fruits, vegetables, and all, for growing up crops in their land. What farmers, which techniques farmers apply for growing up crops. These are the practices which farmers generally apply for the growing of crops in their farm, in their land. So these are the agriculture practices. Crop rotation is growing different types of crops in the same area in sequential seasons, and it helps to maintain soil fertility and reduce the pest. Intercropping is growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field, increases biodiversity and reduces risks of crop failure. Then agroforestry integrating trees and shrubs into agricultural landscapes enhances biodiversity and provides you additional income. Precision agriculture is here, that is use of technology, GPS, IoT to optimize field level management, and it increases efficiency and reduces environmental impact. That is agroforestry. Agroforestry integrating trees and shrubs into agricultural landscapes enhances your biodiversity and provides additional income to you. Precision agriculture use of technology, GPS, IoT to optimize field level management. That increases your efficiency and reduces your environmental impact. That is about agroforestry. You have to integrate your trees in your agricultural landscape. That enhances your biodiversity and provides you additional more income, and use technology to optimize your field land management. These are the things you should know about the agroforestry. It has a environmental impact, that is a positive, we can say, environmental impact. It reduces environmental and increases efficiency. Then come to challenges in agriculture. There are so many challenges in agriculture. Climate change is there and alters weather patterns, impacting crop yields, increased frequency of extreme weather events, soil degradation, loss of soil fertility due to erosion, compression and nutrient depletion, and water scarcity is there, overuse of water resources and declining water quality. These are the challenges in agriculture, you should know. Climate change is here, these are challenges which farmers, agribusiness farmers and in agriculture, the farmers, they are facing this climate change because of change in weather conditions and all. It has impact on their crop and their yields. It has an impact on their income. It has an impact on the extreme weather events. that leads to sometimes spoilage of their crops and spoilage of their vegetables and all, um, in their farmland and fruits and all, because of the climatic conditions, changing climatic conditions, because less water, less rain and heavy rain, that leads to spoilage of their agriculture produce and their crops, due to heavy rain and less rain, and due to very hot summer weather condition, that leads to have an impact on the crops and the income. Um, then due to soil degradation, loss of soil fertility due to erosion, compaction and nutrient depletion, that is a soil degradation. That is a challenge in agriculture. And water scarcity is here, overuse of water resources, and declining water quality, uh, that leads to challenges in agriculture, because you have less water, you have to use your own water, personal water, own uh, uh, motor and your own water for agriculture purposes, because of less rain in your area, in your region, where you're growing your crops in your land, and you have to overuse your water resources, and declining water quality, water scarcity is here because of excessive use of your groundwater and all, and you have to use your motor electricity and all to to irrigate your land with water, because of the no rain in your area or less rain in your area region. That is the reason of water scarcity, uh, and that leads to these are the challenges in agriculture sector, in agriculture: overuse of water resources, and declining your quality of water as well, loss of soil fertility due to erosion, compaction, and nutrient depletion. Challenges in agriculture: pest and disease, increased resistance to pesticides, spread of new pest and disease due to globalization and climate change. So these are the challenges in agriculture sector, because of the spread of new pest and disease due to globalization, privatization and all, and due to changing climatic conditions in India and in the world, that leads to growing of pesticides uh, in the uh, in the crops, in the and that leads to application of chemicals and all, for the pests and diseases. Economic and market fluctuation is there, volatility is there, market access issues are there. These are the challenges in agriculture sector, which agri farmers and agri produce farmers have to face for growing of their crops and for selling of their crops in the market. Because of the disease challenges they have to face, a spread of new pests and disease are there in their crops, if they grow in their crops, because of globalization impact and all, and because of climatic conditions and all, all have to face challenges in agriculture. Market fluctuation is there, economic and market fluctuation is there, price fluctuation is there. You have to face the consequences of the changes in price in the market of your agriculture produce, of your vegetables and fruits, and sometimes you have to sell your produce at the lower rate and uh, more than the lower rate, and you have to face the sometimes you have to face a loss because of whatever you invest in that capital investment into agriculture produce, you get a very less amount. So that is me. This means that you have less income, and less yield profits, because of the challenges you faced in agriculture sector due to economic fluctuations in the market, price fluctuations in the market, and that leads to farmers get less income on their produce, less price on their produce. Then come to sustainable agriculture practices. Sustainable agriculture practices: conservation, tillage, minimizing soil disturbance to maintain soil health, integrated pest management, combining biological, cultural, physical, and chemical tools to manage pests. Water management is there, efficient irrigation techniques are there, drip irrigation is there, rainwater harvesting is there. So these are the sustainable agriculture practices, that is conservation tillage, minimizing soil disturbance to maintain soil health, and integrated pest management is there. That combining your biological, cultural, physical, chemical tools to manage pest. Water management is there. Efficient irrigation techniques, drip irrigation is there. These are the sustainable agriculture practices which farmers should use, should apply, practice in their farms and all, and for growing crops and all. Rainwater harvesting is there. Genetic diversity is there, using a variety of crops and livestock to ensure resilience. Renewable energy is there, implementing solar, wind, bioenergy to power agricultural activities. So these are the sustainable agriculture practices: conservation tillage, minimizing soil disturbance to maintain soil health, integrated pest management combining biological, cultural, physical, chemical tools to manage pest. Water management is there, efficient irrigation techniques, drip irrigation, rainwater harvesting is there, genetic diversity is there, and you use variety of crops, livestock to ensure resilience and meaning is that these are the sustainable agriculture practices which farmers should follow in their farming field to in order to get a better returns and better yields and profits from their crops by selling in the market to the uh, middlemen in the market and these are the techniques. Conservation tillage is technique. Integrated pest management is IPM is a technique. Water management is a technique. Genetic diversity is a technique. Renewable energy is a technique. Which that is these all are the sustainable agricultural practices. You can say sustainable best practices should be followed by the farmers in their fields, farming field. Implementation of solar energy, wind energy, bioenergy to produce for the agricultural activities, for the production of the crops and vegetables, fruits and all. Then come to technological advances in agriculture. Technological advances in agriculture, biotechnology is here. Genetic modification and breeding techniques to develop high yield and disease resistant crops, and drones and satellite imagery, monitoring crop health and optimizing field management, artificial intelligence in there, predicting crop yields and pest outbreaks, and robotics, automating the planting, harvesting, and other labor intensive tasks. These are the technological advances in agriculture: biotechnology, genetic modifications, and breeding techniques to develop high yield and disease resistance crop, drones and satellite imagery. You have to monitor your crop health on by this technological advancement, by this technique, by the technique of drone and satellite. You can monitor your crop health and optimizing your management of your field. And artificial intelligence is there in predicting crop yields and pest outbreaks. These are the technological advancement in the area of agriculture. Robotics are there, automatic planting is there, harvesting is there, other labor intensive tasks can be done by robotics and all. So these are the technological advances: biotechnology, drones, satellite imagery, artificial intelligence, and robotics. Then policy and institutional support. Policy institutional support, government policies are there, subsidies are there, financial aid is provided to farmers by the government of India. The Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises is there. Research and development initiatives are there, initiated by the government of India. Uh, the international collaborations are there, international organizations are there, FOA is there, IFD is there, World Bank is there supporting agriculture development, and extension services are there providing education resources to farmers to improve practices and productivity. These are the policy, institutional support, extension services to farmers to improve their practices and productivity. Then come to the future of agriculture. Sustainable intensification, increasing production on existing farmland while minimizing environmental impact. This is a future agriculture, sustainable intensification, increasing production on existing farmland and minimizing environmental impact of your production. That is a future of agriculture, sustainable future agriculture. Urban agriculture is growing food in urban areas using innovative methods like vertical farming, hydroponics is there. That is a urban agriculture, growing food in urban areas using innovative methods like vertical farming and hydroponics. Then climate smart agriculture, adapting agriculture practices to mitigate and adapt to climate change. That is a climate smart agriculture, adapting agriculture practices to mitigate and adapt to climate change. Then digital agriculture, leveraging digital tools for better decision making and efficiency. So these are the future. This is the future of agriculture. You can say future prospects of agriculture. You can say number one is sustainable intensification. Number two is urban agriculture. Number third is climate smart agriculture, and number fourth is digital agriculture. Then come to the conclusion. Holistic approach. Addressing challenges in agriculture requires a holistic approach that includes sustainable practices, technological innovation, supportive policies, and active involvement of all stakeholders. Role of education, educating future generations on sustainable agriculture practices and technology is crucial for ensuring food security and environmental health. This is a conclusive remark and concluding remarks of today's topic, agriculture. It plays a very important role in playing the holistic approach that is required to challenges before agriculture sector that includes sustainable practices, technological innovation, supportive policies of the government of India, and active involvement of all the stakeholders that is a holistic approach challenges before the agriculture sector. And the role of education, educating future generations on sustainable agriculture practices and technology is crucial for ensuring food security and environmental health. Thank you all. Thank you.